The World of Outlaws Case Construction late models put on a dandy at Thunder Hill. This might be the best race of the year. I think it's definitely up there, probably even better than the World of Outlaws race at Farmer City, where Nick Hoffman edged out Bobby Pierce in a photo finish. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at John Trent Racing. First off, congratulations to Brandon Sheppard on the win. It was a hard-fought win with some excellent racing against Cade Dillard about halfway through the race, where they raced side by side for about 8 laps. And then after there was a caution, they went and did it again for the next 12, 13 laps. He was able to bide his time, be patient. Cade Dillard made the slightest of mistakes, drifted up the track just a little bit. That left an opening for Sheppard to kind of motor on by him on the inside, and that's exactly what he did. He drove past him down into turn 2, right past him down the backstretch, kind of played defense going to turn 3 and 4, and never looked back after that and brought home the checkered flag after making that pass with 3 laps to go. So congratulations to Brandon Sheppard. A very hard-fought win. So let's start at the beginning here, though. There was some excellent racing before Sheppard and Dillard got into it, had their epic battle. We had a battle between Bobby Pierce and Cody Overton. Cody Overton shot to the lead from the beginning of the race. He fended off Bobby Pierce for a good 10 laps, but then the smooth operator made his move. He made a perfect diamond maneuver up into turn 1 and 2, was able to cut down on Cody Overton going down the backstretch, and then did the slide job into 3 and 4. However, he wasn't able to pull away from him because he would suffer some heartbreak just a few laps later, coming off of turn 3 and 4, going down the front stretch. It looks like Cody Overton gets into the left rear tire of Bobby Pierce. It looks like that contact might have blown the tire, popped the tire of Pierce, and he would go into the wall. Caution would come out, and then, unfortunately, as he's making his way around into the hot pit, kind of at the bottom of turns 1 and 2, Oakley Johns would slam into him under caution, causing significant damage to the rear of that car. They would get the tire changed and try and do as much repairs as they can and send him back out there, but he would no longer be really challenging for the win. He would end up salvaging an 8th place finish. On that lap 13 restart, Cade Dillard would shoot to the lead past Cody Overton going into turns 1 and 2, does a really good slide job there. Going into 3 and 4, I think Overton might have overdrove it a little bit. He would jump the cushion and really fall back a couple of spots and would no longer be a threat for the win moving forward. We would then get a caution on lap 15. Christian Hanger would suffer some kind of mechanical issue. Then while they're under caution, we would get a report from Hannah Newhouse in the pits that Max McLaughlin was airborne up and over Kyle Bronson's car. We never actually got to see a replay of this, but we would see Bronson's car with significant damage as they were repairing a flat left rear and looking at some potential suspension damage to the car. However, he would also get back out there. I think he rallied for a top 10 finish. They would go green again, and we would have another caution shortly thereafter, lap 18. Tyler Bruning was off the pace, and then Dustin Walker would spin, and then we would also get a report that Bobby Pierce narrowly avoided running into Tyler Bruning, almost going off of the track and down the hill there, I guess, on the backstretch. Lap 20 is when it really, really got even more exciting. This is where I think it kind of went to race of the year. We had B-Shep challenging Cade Dillard for the lead, and he was really kind of sizing him up, running that inside lane. Dillard was kind of running the middle to the top side there, and they raced like that for a good 8 laps. It was excellent, excellent racing. Shep was able to beat him to the line on lap 28, but unfortunately a caution would come out, and they reported that the caution came out before Shep got to the line, so they reverted it back to Cade Dillard in the lead. That caution was for Max McLaughlin going off the track, I assume, on the backstretch. So that would put Shep behind Dillard on the restart. So we would basically get a redo of those 8 laps of excellent racing, and that's exactly kind of what we had. We wouldn't have it as side by side, but it would be kind of Shep waiting for his opportunity, sizing Dillard up, waiting for Dillard to make a mistake, and that's exactly what happened. He made the tiniest of mistakes, drifted just a little bit up the track, going into turn 2, coming up out into the backstretch, and Sheppard took advantage of that, just drove it in hard on the inside and was able to pass him down the backstretch and closed it off going into turns 3 and 4, and he never looked back. Took home the checkered flag. Here he is celebrating the win in the victory lane here. Let's take a listen. Well-deserved win for Brandon Sheppard after an excellent race. Like I'm not trying to oversell this. I do think this was race of the year material. Throughout this race, there was excellent racing, and it was throughout the entire field because there was really strong racing back there for 6th, 7th, and 8th where Bobby Pierce was. We also had Brian Shirley. We also had Brent Larson moving through the field. We had Ryan Gustin charging through the field, getting a top 5 finish, moving up like 15 spots, I think. And let's take a look at that here. Let's look at the lineup right here, or the finishing order. Brandon Sheppard came home in 1st, Cade Dillard in 2nd, Brent Larson there, the B1 Bomber in 3rd, Brian Shirley in 4th, Ryan Gustin in 5th, Dennis Erb Jr. in 6th, Nick Hoffman in 7th. He actually, that's kind of him salvaging that day as well. He had some issues in the heat race where his entire front bumper was basically torn off after he ran into a tire in turns 1 and 2. Just misjudged it by probably inches, and very costly for him. Bobby Pierce, like I said, salvaged an 8th place finish. Kyle Bronson, after that incident with Max McLaughlin, he ended up finishing in 9th, getting a top 10. Cody Overton settled for a 10th place finish. Definitely fell back after looking like he might be able to hold off Bobby Pierce there, really giving him a struggle to get around him. Had a really good showing in the first quarter of the race, but faded back to 10th as it went on, especially after that restart after Dillard got past him. Tristan Chamberlain in 11th, Dustin Sorensen in 12th, Tyler Bruning in 13th, Dustin Walker 14th, Max McLaughlin 15th, Matthew Mercado 16th, Daniel Hilsebeck 17th, Parker Martin in 18th, Jack Riggs 19th, Jaden Frame 20th, Christian Hanger 21st, Oakley Johns 22nd, Grayson Brewer 23rd, and G.R. Smith rounded out your field 38 laps down in 24th. So that is how they finished. This was an excellent race. Let me know what you guys made of the race. Let me know in the comments below.